ATL, once the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, where the sound of that train horn can still be heard inside the magnificent Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys have played well in their 2 playoff wins, but they've got a tall task here on Championship Sunday. On the other side, Falcons head coach Raheem Morris. His guys earned the right to host this game, and now just 1 win away from solidifying their spot as the best team in the conference. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On play action, now McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Holding offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
In motion, the tight end. Now McCarthy. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And taken right on the 30. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Looking to put a drive together. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's go now. 60 Vikings. 60.
To the air, Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Algier with another carry. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
And looking to throw, Penix into the hands of London. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Vikings 15-yard line.
Here we go.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
18 Cardinal. Mustang 19.
Now Penix. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Koo knocks this one through the post. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
Hold the ready. Here we go. Set go. Hawk 70.
They'll throw with Penix. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. no one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Viking 18.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal.
60 Bison, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, go!
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. The quick slant caught. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
20-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in right around the goal line. Fights up. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Let's go, Hunter! Cowboy 80!
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A play fake. Now Penix. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Huh.
Looking to throw, Penix. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Zay Flowers, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons add 6 to their lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
In motion right is Addison. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. He's into space past the 25. And down to the 19-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get 7 there on the screen, and it'll set up a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. McCarthy going to sneak it. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. Going for it, here's McCarthy. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 10 yards out. And the Vikings take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Algier going straight ahead. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll go play action here with Penix. His short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's Penix. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. So 3 points left on the table thanks to a great play there on special teams. They just couldn't protect long enough, Charles, to get that kick away.
Yeah, special teams coaches aren't just simply there to applaud, right? And they're not just there to encourage. They're there to find weaknesses where you can go block the kick. Give them big credit for that one. Good scouting, and they executed it well.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Loose inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 60 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
To the air with McCarthy. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
First and goal, Minnesota.
Bigsby.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football.
Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown, and the field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Looking to put a drive together.
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
18 Cardinal. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 4.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd and 6.
hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Operating from the gun, Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Turn up. Buffalo 18. 19 Lions. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks.
They'll look to throw. Now Penix going to hold on to it. And he slides to avoid the hit. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw caught by Flowers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 60.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Penix working out of the gun here. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
For the Falcons field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So halftime now here on Sunday night prime time. Let's get it to Scott Hansen in Orlando with our
trip around the NFL starts now with a good matchup in the AFC. Okay, Brandon, thank you. This the first of 2 Championship Sunday matchups. The AFC will crown their champion first, and then later tonight, the NFC will hand out the George Halas Trophy, and that will set our Super Bowl matchup. And this is the running back for the home team. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. And a look now at how we got to here in the NFC playoffs. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through 2 quarters, a 1-point game at the half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19.
To the air, Penix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, go.
Hand off now to Robinson. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
Youngway Koo on for the field goal. A 52-yard.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they have regained the lead. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. And now out comes Minnesota. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
To Justin Jefferson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. McCarthy off the play fake. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
It's a gain of 2.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Addison will go in motion left. They'll fake the jet sweep and give it to Bigsby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 18-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. Looking to put a drive together. They begin the drive with Robinson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now. And that's a heck of a run.
Now Pennick's going to hold on to it. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Algier now off the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Penix. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And looking to throw, Penix. Over the middle, caught by London.
Passes pass. Complete to Drake London. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 10.
Here's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. They'll throw with Penix. That one into the hands of Flowers.
It's a gain of 8.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. From the 46, here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
A play fake. Now Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 1.
Here we go, set.
He's going to try and do this himself. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, good move. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. Looking to put a drive together. On play action, McCarthy. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. They will play action. Here's McCarthy.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Falcon football.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. They'll go play action here with Penix.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here's Penix. Throw left side. There's London.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
His short throw caught by Goddard.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here is 3rd and 5.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 11 yards there, just like last play.
On Gardner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go check, go check.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
70 Lions.
On play action, now McCarthy going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Let's go.
Now McCarthy. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there is no space available. And incompletion as a result.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll move him back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Looking to put a drive together. To start it out, Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
36-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
1. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. To the air, Penix. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Now a handoff to Algier. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now it's 2nd and 10. On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 3rd down and 1. Algier will try to pick it up. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On the bootleg, it's Penix. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Try! And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 42 yards. That's another Falcons first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go!
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
The Falcons are Super Bowl bound. Time for us to sign off. Thanks for watching, and good night. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.